Christmas should teach us to learn to give, to learn to support, to learn to share.
Few hours to Christmas, messages of good tidings and better days ahead for Nigeria.
This is an exercise from the Office of the First Lady for Christians in the northern Nigeria to celebrate Christmas.
Reason for the season, First Lady reaches out to more Christian communities across the country.
The Nigerian police force in 2025 depends on your ability to equip officers with the skills, mindset, and tools necessary.
And order, please take stock of performance in 2024. Re-strategize for incoming year. Good evening and compliments of the season. I'm Elizabeth Omori. On this Christmas Eve, Adiola Komiakere will be reading from Lagos. Our busy businessman, Benny Adams, will bring us some business reports. Benny?
Well, it's all merry all the way for investors in Nigeria's capital market as the year winds up. We'll give you details in the course of the bulletin.
And of course, Bade Adeleye has some sporting stories for us. Bade?
Evidently, Elizabeth, more players have been invited to the camp of the Super Eagles B team ahead of Saturday's qualifier against Ghana.
Thank you. And don't forget to follow this newscast live on our website, nta.ng/live, NT News Now on X, and other handles displayed on the screen. Now the news. President Bola Tinubu felt greetings to Christians across Nigeria and worldwide as they celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. In his message, he says, Christmas embodies the fulfillment of divine prophecy and symbolizes the triumph of love, peace, and unity, and a reminder that light can emerge even in the darkest times, bringing solace and hope, a belief that resonates with people of all faiths. He cites recent tragic events in Ibadan, Okija, and Abuja's deeply saddening, offering condolences and prayer for those suffering from the heartbreaking events, as he also offers sympathies to the families enduring pain and loss this year from floods, fire, and accidents. President Tinubu enjoins all to be mindful of those facing difficulties, offering them kindness and support, adding that prayers and support be given to leaders and the brave troops who risk their lives to safeguard the nation on a promising path of restoration and progress, with every indication pointing towards a bright future, urging all to renew hope and belief in a prosperous Nigeria. He prays for those traveling during this festive period, assuring that the government is taking all necessary steps to ensure transportation routes are secured and convenient, as the government has also provided free train services and subsidized road transport costs on 144 routes nationwide to ease travels. President Tinubu wishes all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Similarly, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, felicitates with Nigerians across the country as they celebrate Christmas and look forward to the New Year. In a statement, the First Lady expresses heartfelt gratitude to Nigerians for their unwavering support and patience as efforts towards building a better Nigeria continue, noting that the administration of President is committed to positive reforms that will benefit every citizen, most of which are already yielding positive results. As the year comes to a close, the First Lady appeals to all to hold on to the belief that better days are ahead, continue to love and support one another, foster unity, and embrace the diversity that makes Nigeria great. She wishes all Nigerians a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025 filled with love, joy, peace, and prosperity. Now, ahead of the 2024 Christmas celebration, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu distributed 1,000 bags of 25 kilograms of rice to Yobe State members of Northern Nigeria Christian Political Forum to celebrate Christmas and New Year. Adam Yusuf Ali reports that the gesture is part of our intervention to provide relief packages to celebrate the season with ease.
Amina Nuhu Dambe, an elderly woman, and a father, Nuhu Traki, both living with their families in Potiskum local government area of Yobe State, were among the 1,000 members of the Northern Nigerian Christian Political Forum who benefited from the Christmas package of Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Ilorin Tinubu, aimed at assisting them to celebrate Christmas and New Year.
We want to thank the President as well for giving us this rice. We pray that God will see him through.
Distributing the food items in Potiskum Cooking Church, a member of Christian Northern Nigeria Political Forum, Dr. Yahya Gallo, said the items will be judicially distributed to their members across the state.
This is an exercise from the Office of the First Lady, the wife of the President of Nigeria. She had an allocation for Christians in the Northern Nigeria. Christmas being this is the season for Christmas.
The donation of 1,000 bags of 25 kg of rice is part of Renewed Hope initiative of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's led administration, focusing to reduce hardship of people caused by current global economic crisis. In Damaturu, Adam Yusuf Ali, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the primate of the Church of Nigeria and Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Undukuba, commends the federal government for its initiatives aimed at improving the lives of Nigerians. Delivering his Christmas message, Undukuba says government's programs require patience and time to yield results. However, he highlights urgent issues that demand immediate actions, with food security topping the list.
We thank God for the programs being put in place by the present administration. But there are things that must be done immediately. The issue of food security must be taken seriously. Tackling the problem of insecurity is an urgent matter.
Anglican Primate urges Christians to embrace compassion by reaching out to the less privileged. He also advises moderation as they celebrate to reflect the essence of the Yuletide.
Christmas should teach us to learn to give, to learn to support, to learn to share whatever the Lord has given us. And in such a situation, we will be able to bear one another's burden. But whatever we do, whether we eat or we drink, must be done in moderation.
In the unfortunate stampedes that occurred in some parts of the country, he calls for patience and orderliness among Nigerians and extends his condolences to bereaved families, emphasizing the need for calm during such trying times. And in a bid to cushion economic challenges in the country, the federal government has launched a 50% discount road transportation initiative. Transport correspondent Ladi Bala reports from Eagle Square, the designated park for this initiative.
In the spirit of Yuletide, Nigerians planning to travel by road can now take advantage of a 50% discount courtesy of federal government.
We are happy because we didn't expect to travel. So with the help of the president, we are grateful. So we are paying 12,500 against 25,000.
Paying about less than 20,000 naira to Akwa Ibom. It's over 50,000 naira of my friends that traveled 2 days ago. We'll have to thank the president now, and we expect more from Mr. President.
The initiative, the second under the current administration, under the Ministry of Transportation, is in partnership with other stakeholders in the transportation sector, in line with President Ahmed Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda.
As we speak, there are people in Lagos moving to all the parts of the country, as we are also having Abuja moving from Abuja to all the states capitals in the country. So we expect Nigerians to make use of this opportunity.
Given our service to see that we achieve this motive of the Mr. President, it also helps.
We are ready to provide this bus available at any time, designated motor park nationwide.
About 288,644 passengers are expected to be transported at the end of the scheme, with 17,588 on a daily basis across Nigeria. 24th of December 2024 to January 5th, 2025. Some of these buses are powered by compressed natural gas (CNG), promoting the use of alternative energy. Designated parks in the 36 state capitals will serve as hubs for the scheme, ensuring convenient and seamless travel experience for all. In Abuja, Ladibala, NTA News.
Now, ahead of this celebration of Christmas, the traffic situation at the bridgehead is not like it used to be, where motorists and passengers sleep on the bridge for days and nights. Ngozi Imokwede, who has been monitoring the traffic situation, brings us an update.
The Christmas celebration usually comes with lots of gridlock at the Niger Bridge. This is due to the fact that most travelers want to get to their destination before nightfall, and secondly, because it was only one bridge out of the east from the south. The second Niger Bridge had come to the rescue. The Federal Road Safety Corps had earlier embarked on sensitization campaigns to motorists.
All motorists and other road users with the cardinal aim of engendering beach-free movement while ensuring reduction in road traffic crashes.
Other road users commended the federal government for matching their promises with action.
The second Niger Bridge has been able to ease traffic at the head of the Niger Bridge, the first Niger Bridge, because those persons who are going to Owerri now, even some persons who are also heading towards Enugu, find it easier to just tee off from the second Niger Bridge and then get to, which means they don't need to begin to struggle within what's it called, Pie-Waker and all that. So it's a good thing, but we hope that the federal government will come back and complete the entire alignment which team Asaba, so that you don't need to even get to Asaba before you can easily take straight to the second Niger Bridge.
As I'm going to my office now, it will be easy for me to get there.
It is believed that the coming year will be better. In Asaba, Ngozi Imokwede, NTA News.
As festive seasons such as Christmas and end-of-the-year celebrations approach, Kebbi motor parks are bustling with commercial activities. Correspondent Usman Abdullahi Shehu reports that passengers were eager to travel despite the high cost of transportation.
Many of their counterparts, it is not out of place to find Christians and their relatives traveling back home to celebrate Christmas festivities with their loved ones. One will assume this will not be a story because of the recent economic crunch, but the story is opposite. The situation is not different in Birnin Kebbi, where commercial activities is at its peak, with commercial motor park bustling activities that have been dormant in the last few months. For the celebrant, it is time to reunite with loved ones, while others use the break to recharge for the new year.
Now is really tight season. There is a lot of traffic on the road. I will advise them to maintain their speed limits.
Even the drivers are trying their best to maintain and minimize the cost of transportation.
However, the festive season also brings concern about the safety of the road, as the Road Safety Corps emphasizes the importance of protecting lives and property.
That is the point they have the highest patronage. So you discover that some of them will drive in the day and equally drive at night. And fatigue sets in. And I keep telling people, the alternative to sleep is sleep.
As of the time of filing in this report, commercial motorists were seen busy conveying passengers from burning parts of the country. Usman Abdullahi Shehu.
Another aspect of the celebration, decorations, which serve as extension of one's identity, allowing expression of uniqueness in external forms. Attention to detail is the magic ingredient for any decoration. Filled with curiosity, Miriam George Jitubo took a drive around the city center to see what Abuja, the nation's capital, has in stock for its residents.
This is the time of the year that Abuja, the nation's capital, come alive as both public and private sectors go all out to decorate their environment in the spirit of Christmas. A drive round the city center reveals stunning displays of aesthetics in the form of decorations, all commemorating this special day. Most of these decorations embody the true essence of beauty.
As an event person, it's Christmas
I get to, deploy and explore in what I know how to do. Making places look beautiful and the rest of it. It gives this special joy inside. Seeing lightings and the rest of it. I'm being responsible for the lightings and the beauty. Yes, Christmas is a wow experience.
Like, make me feel like, yes, Christmas is around, so that's it. Like, going to church to see decoration, like, I feel, wow, my church is good, doing nice, and like, it's good for me, that's it.
Residents say that beyond the aesthetics, they pray for the prosperity of the nation and hope that the economy improves for the development of their beloved country, Nigeria. Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Thank you, Mariam. Now, Vice President Kashim Shettima has arrived Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, for the festive break. Vice President Kashim Shettima was received by Governor Babagana Maram Zulum, Deputy Usman Kadafur, members of the National and State Assemblies, secretaries to the state governments, members of the State Executive Council, and heads of security agencies. After their traditional welcome rites and guard of honor, the Vice President proceeded to his residence. Let's take a break. More reports when we return. To stay with us. You're watching the Network News at 9 on NTA. The federal government remains steadfast in its commitment to rolling out policies and legislations that will empower the Nigerian Air Force, ensuring it has the resources, capabilities, and support needed to effectively carry out its critical duties in safeguarding national security and advancing the country's defense readiness. This was the message of the Speaker, House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, to the decoration of the newly promoted air ranks in Abuja. Defense correspondent Olajide Bello reports.
The Nigerian Air Force, a symbol of courage, resilience and professionalism, had always stood as a piece of the nation's airspace and projecting its power. In December 2024, the momentous occasion of promotion of 19 Air Vice Marshals and 33 Air Commodores unfolded, signaling a new chapter in NAF's storied history. It was a symbolic sight of both tradition and future. Seasoned senior officers stand in uniform, their faces a blend of pride, excitement, and a deep understanding of the immense task before them.
I'm pleased to know that the federal government, under the able leadership of President Tinubu, has made significant investments in modernizing the Nigerian Air Force. From the acquisition of cutting-edge platforms and equipment to initiatives aimed at ensuring that you have the resources needed to fulfill your mandate.
Equally significant are the critical leadership roles played by those being decorated today. This promotion ceremony is therefore a well-deserved acknowledgement of their efforts and contributions to the successes of the Nigerian Air Force.
With the ranks of leadership upon their shoulders, together they would ensure that the skies over Nigeria remained safe, secure and full of promise for generations to come. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Still on security, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has convened end-of-the-year Strategic Police Managers Conference to assess the performance of the Nigeria Police Force in 2024 and chart a course for 2025. Francis Form reports.
This is the last Strategic Managers Conference for year 2024. Kayode Egbetokun at the gathering emphasized that the conference aims to review the achievements of the outgoing year, address challenges, and set the stage for improved operational strategies in the coming year.
Our focus will be on key issues designed to sharpen our operational capabilities for the year ahead.
Reflecting on the outgoing year, the IGP acknowledged the numerous security challenges faced by the force. However, the force recorded major achievements.
We dealt with a variety of internal threats, such as banditry, insurgency, kidnapping, and armed robbery, as well as external threats posed by groups like ISWAP and the Lakurawa terrorist group. we made substantial strides in enhancing the safety and security of Nigerians. Our officers displayed remarkable dedication in activities across urban and rural areas.
The conference also highlighted strides in community policing, professional development, and international collaboration with agencies like the Interpol.
The Nigerian Police Force in 2025 depends on your ability to equip officers with the skills, mindset, and tools necessary to meet emerging threats. Together, we will continue to transform the Nigerian Police Force into a modern, effective, and trusted institution.
Francis from NTA.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has approved contracts for the security of the Abuja Light Rail and the construction of 2 multi-event centers within the Federal Capital Territory. This came up at the 11th Executive Council meeting chaired by the FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, at his official residence. Onoze Yakubu reports.
After the ESCO meeting, the FCTA Secretary for Transportation, Chinedu Elechi, says the approved contract is to effectively safeguard the Abuja Light Rail to avert further vandalism of the national critical asset, hence the renewal of contract for 2 years.
As you recall, we have started full commercial operations after the flag off of May 2024. So there was need, we all know what's happening in the country, vandalization, left, right, and center. So there was need to also renew the contract for the security of the rail line, because this is expensive equipment that we're talking about here.
The ESCO also approved contracts for developing 2 multi-sport and event centers at strategic locations within the city center.
These 2 sports centers have several sports facilities, football pitches, lawn tennis, table tennis, indoor sports facilities, and other facilities necessary for sports, taking on sports.
We made a publication in October asking all the allottees of Maitama, Cadastral Zone 810 districts, who were yet to pay their RO4 bills, as we call it, the CO4 bills, to pay up. And they were given 2 weeks within which to do so, failing which the titles would be withdrawn. The 2 weeks elapsed. Some people still didn't pay. A further 1 week grace was given. Some people paid and others still refused to pay.
On the issue of land revocation, the Director of Land Administration says allottees should take advantage of the 2 weeks grace, which began on the 20th of December this year and will run through to the 3rd of January 2025 to pay off their CFO bills, or be ready to lose their Maitama 2 allocation. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
A magistrate court sitting in Ibadan has remanded the organizers of a Christmas fanfare that led to the tragic death of 35 children. Naomi Shilekun, Ola and others at the Agodi Correctional Center, Ibadan. Kehinde Omolosho completes the story.
The Chief Magistrate, Court of Ibadan, Olabisi Ogunkanmi, also remanded popular broadcaster and media partner Oriyomi Hamzat, as well as the principal of the school where the event took place. The case was then adjourned till January 13 as the court deemed it beyond its jurisdiction. The defendants will, however, remain in custody until the matter is revisited. Counsel to the principal, Waheed Olajide, while acknowledging the decision of the court that the defendants be held in custody pending their transfer to a higher court, expressed readiness to proceed to a higher court.
Have not been properly arraigned. So what is happening here can be likened to what in the olden days was called holding charge. Okay. With a view to bringing them here to keep them within a distance where they can be called upon at any time to come and answer to a charge at the proper court, which is the High Court.
It will be recalled that the Christmas fun fair held at Islamic High School, Bashorun, turned tragic as many lives were lost while others sustained severe injuries. Kehinde Omolosho, NTA News.
Shobanjo, a titan of Nigeria's advertising industry, as he celebrates his 80th birthday. A highly esteemed marketing communications expert and multi-award A multiple award winner, President Tinubu extols his stellar career as a broadcaster, entrepreneur and advertising professional, acknowledging his significant contributions to advancing the communications industry, a sector pivotal to fostering economic growth and social development. Similarly, President Bola Tinubu congratulates James Abiodun Faleke, a representative of Ikeja Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, as he marks his 65th birthday on December 25, 2024. President Tinubu acknowledges Faleke's invaluable contributions and unwavering loyalty over the past 2 decades, emphasizing his steadfast support during pivotal moments, orchestrating the successful 2022 to 2023 presidential campaign, which paved the way for the Renewed Hope administration. President Tinubu praises Faleke's instrumental role as the campaign's led strategist and for tirelessly working to ensure his and his party's triumph, wishing him good health and more opportunities to serve the nation diligently. Head to Lagos, where Adeola is standing by for some reports. Compliments of the season, Adeola.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Compliments of the season to you. In the Christian calendar, Christmas is to celebrate the anniversary of the birth of Jesus Christ, and it remains one of the most important celebrations Christian faithful look forward to annually. Diana Jali x-rays the significance of a celebration.
From the calm atmosphere, beautiful decorations of the city streets, unusual shopping by individuals to carols and 9 lessons is a clear indication that Christmas celebration is here. Beyond wearing of new clothes and eating special meals, clergy speaks for the significance of the celebration.
Without that sacrifice, salvation would have been a non-event or would have been an impossibility. It's not only that the merriment is remembering the essence, the nature of the man Jesus Christ.
What lessons are there for Christians to learn from this period? And what exactly does Christmas mean to followers of Christ?
Christmas means Jesus coming to the world to save the world, showing the world the love of God.
And what we have to learn from it is that God has loved us, and we should also do all that we can to be a blessing to others around us.
If we live in joy, love and peace, we live in harmony together, we'll find the environment a much happier place to be. So that's really the reason for the season.
The consensus here is that Christmas celebration is to emphasize the love of God to mankind through the birth of Jesus Christ, and Christians are expected to follow this, which is love and to be Christ-like. In Lagos, Diana Ajali, NTA News.
To other matters now, efforts to sustain the acceptance and improvement of traditional medicine by the Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Agency have been yielding results with the launch of several products in their many research breakthroughs. Director General of the agency, Professor Martin Zemeje, says the agency's key projections for 2025 is capacity building for traditional medicine practitioners and upscaling research in tackling antimicrobial resistance. Joel Popola has the reports.
The potency of traditional medicine has never been in doubt, and with more than 80% of Nigerians depending on the medical solutions it offers, its significance cannot be overemphasized thanks to the relentless efforts of the Director General of the Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Agency, Professor Martin Zemeje, and his team. Healthcare products capable of addressing sickle cell, diabetes, and upper respiratory tract infections are now available.
We promised that we were going to deliver on 6 products. We delivered more than that. And in 2025, we are going to do more than that. We already have at least 13 products submitted to NAFDAC for their assessment and to give us a NAFDAC approval so that we can go into the market and begin to talk with entrepreneurs.
With the agency now accredited by the National Board for Technical Education, training of practitioners will guarantee improvement and drastically reduce importation of pharmaceutical products.
And we have just been declared the National Center for Skill Acquisition in Traditional Medicine. So the best we can do is training. If you go to the Asian country, they do first degree in traditional medicine. Don't we have degree in Nigerian traditional medicine, master's degree in Nigerian traditional medicine, PhD in Nigerian traditional medicine, professors of Nigerian traditional medicine? Why shouldn't we have? And we are blazing the trail in that area.
Journalists who are expected to project the paradigm shift in natural medicine taught the state-of-the-art laboratory of the agency, where experts are working round the clock to break new grounds in Medicare using homegrown solutions. The 27-year-old agency is eager to achieve mass production of traditional healthcare products that have been proven to provide solutions to many of the teething health problems bedeviling the nation. In Lagos, Joel Okbola, NTA News.
We are done with our contribution from Lagos. The network news will continue with Benny Adams in Abuja after this break.
Good to know you're here. Now, Nigerian MSMEs decry a preference for foreign goods compared to made in Nigeria products by consumers amid high cost of production. This is as big players in the sector advocate establishment of exclusive malls for made in Nigerian products only.
You take it to supermarket, you will find out that they will not. They'll ask you to drop it there, be coming from time to time to check how much profit is it. If you go there 2-3 times, there's no more profit there, no profit margin. And beside that, if, for instance, we really, this worker with the First Lady's office, I tell you to have an exclusive mall of purely made in Nigerian products and to aggregate all those entrepreneurs, they have a place to bring in. And we will now prioritize the patronage of using public money to buy from those outlets. And government can give incentives, waivers directly to the citizens that are involved in it.
And from that market, we go to the capital market, where it is a merry, merry Christmas for investors in Nigeria's capital market, as today's transaction has paid off with 504 billion naira in gains of trading today. Let's take a look at the numbers of 431.7 million shares exchanged hands between investors to settle at 8,369 deals valued at 18.2 billion naira, and that brings our equity capitalization to 61.9 trillion naira, and our all-share index still settling and progressing in the 100,000 basis points to give us 102,186.03 basis points, and on the average we're talking about 0.82%. Compared with the previous trading day, today's data actually shows 21% decline in volume, 56% decline in turnover, and 33% decline in deals. And on the aggregate, 124 companies participated in trading, ending with 37 gainers and 21 losers. And looking at the top trades, UBA is back at 51.1 million, Univinsure 69.6 million, and Ceilings 37.1 million, which is to say the industry sector is still doing very well, but just the banking at the very top. That is it on business. Elizabeth, are we doing more business in Christmas?
Of course we are, and I'm still expecting my Christmas gift from you. Thank you so much, Benny.
Great.
Moving on, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons has assured refugees in the country of federal government's commitment in meeting the needs of refugees across the country, while assuring their rights are protected. Ruth Agueli reports that this was during a town hall meeting organized by the Commission in Abuja.
We, the refugees in Nigeria, are your children. Children created by the law, because this commission was created by an act of the National Assembly. Meaning automatically we are your children, we are at your disposal.
A moment of truth and an avenue to express their plights to the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons. These are refugees and asylum seekers from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Niger, and majority from Cameroon, who have found haven in Nigeria and have integrated into the society. This town hall meeting, organized by the Commission, is to create an enabling environment for them to express their concerns while making efforts to meet their needs and continue to protect their rights.
I'm a registered nurse. I also had the opportunity to obtain their nursing license. I went through the procedure and also I had a job as a refugee. So Nigeria has been like a home to me.
Some things is very important to do, like the health care. It's not easy. Even school, it's not easy. Want the government to look about it.
When they cry that they are making here to say they don't have where to live, or they are not able to couldn't pay their rent, it's better for them to come and stay where we have a free accommodation for them in Kefi, which in the center there we have all the necessary infrastructure there. We have the hospital, we have the clinic and police station. We have a small market there. We are all built in within the city.
The Commission also presented food items to the refugees, a moment that truly rekindled their hope. In Abuja, Ruth Aguela, NTA News.
In other news, Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy, Hannatu Musa Musawa, has reaffirmed her commitment to preserving the richness of Nigeria's cultural heritage and the boundless that defines it as a nation. The minister stated this at the Maiden Ogbomosho Cradles Carnival initiated by the Shoun of Ogbomosho Land, Obagandi Afolabi Olaoye, under his 25-year development plan for Ogbomosho. Abiodun Babalola tells us more.
The Maiden Ogbomosho Cradles Carnival showcases various local foods in Ogbomosho Land, and the guests, while appreciating the initiative, commended Shoun of Ogbomosho Land, Obagandi Afolabi Olaoye, for preserving Yoruba culture and traditions, as various masquerades came out to keep traditions alive. Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy, Hannatu Musa Musawa, who was represented, says the performances depicted the steadfastness of Ogbomosho people in nurturing the heritage that the Yoruba land.
By investing in events like this, we are not only preserving our cultural heritage, but also opening doors for local and international participation and partnership in the fields of tourism, innovation and creative economy.
Clad in different traditional attire, the indigenes, both home and diaspora, says the carnival creates an opportunity for unity and celebration of culture and traditions.
Ogbomosho should be the cradle of Yoruba cultural civilization. This one is different from others that have been planning because this one is attached to an economic value.
Even commercial viability of the town and the prospects were promoted.
Supported by his Olori and daughters, Obagandi Afolabi Olaoye, who disclosed that the maiden carnival coincided with his first-year coronation anniversary, lauded his subjects of the carnival.
Let's take another break, and when we return, some foreign stories and sports. To stay with us. Now, a bit from the foreign scene, Pope Francis leads Christmas Eve Mass with opening of the Holy Door at the Vatican. This and more with our Global Updates correspondent Francis Udojo.
Pope Francis, leading the Christmas Eve opening Mass at St. Peter's Basilica, said that the poverty of Christ's birth in a is an important lesson for today. The Holy Father, in his message, said, "That manger, poor in everything yet rich in love, teaches that true nourishment in life comes from letting ourselves be loved by God and loving others in turn. God always loves us with a greater love than we have for ourselves. Only the love of Jesus can transform our lives, heal our deepest hurts, and set us free from the vicious circles of disappointment, anger, and constant complaints," the Pope said in St. Peter's Basilica. About 100 people were present inside the Basilica for the Mass. After the proclamation of the birth of Christ in Latin, Pope Francis spent a few moments venerating the Christ child at the start of the Mass. Meanwhile, a handful of Christian pilgrims pray in the Church of the Nativity on Christmas Eve in Bethlehem in the occupied West Bank. On whom Bethlehem's economy almost entirely relies, have largely stopped coming due to the ongoing violence in the West Bank and the war in Gaza. And French President Emmanuel Macron has named a new government, putting together a team under François Bayrou, his fourth Prime Minister of the year, to drag the second largest EU economy out of political crisis. Francis Sudojo, NTA News.
And next is sports update with Badi Adele. Badi.
Elizabeth, let's begin with the Chan Eagles as ahead of the decisive second leg tie of the African Nations Championship Chan qualifier against Ghana's Black Galaxies. 5 players have been drafted to strengthen the Nigeria Super Eagles B team. The new additions are shooting stars forward Samuel Ayoride, Rangers International's Kazim Ogunleye, Plateau United's Vincent Temitope, Sunday Megwo and Badamosi Badmos of Kwara United. The Super Eagles B team, led by coaches Daniel Ogumodede and Fidelis Ilechukwu, held the Ghanaians to a goalless draw in the first leg, played last Sunday in Accra, with the winner-takes-all return leg scheduled for this Saturday at the Goswell Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. Now, the chairman of the Nigeria Premier Football League Board, Benga Elegbeleye, says minimum salary to be paid players by clubs will be reviewed after the 2024-2025 campaign. Elegbeleye stressed that the league would only attract investors through transparency, credibility and professionalism, insisting that the league organizers will not compromise standard as they will continue to ensure that the rules are adhered to without favoritism. The former Director General of National Sports Commission also revealed that the would continue its zero tolerance for hooliganism and any kind of violence at match venues. To athletics now. Despite not making it to a second straight 100 meters hurdles final at the Olympics, reigning world record holder Tobia Muson is poised to end the 2024 calendar year as Nigeria's top-ranked female athlete for the 6th straight year, while shot putter Chukwuebuka Enekwechi will be the top-ranked man also for the 6th year in a row. In the women's rankings, Paris 2024 Olympics 200 meters finalist Favor Ofili is second best, ahead of long jumper Esa Brume, who had been second behind Amuson in 2023 and 2022. Ruth Usoro and Prestina Ogonogo will complete the top 5. For the men, who else but the incredible and young trio of Samuel Ogazi, Daniel and Konyisola Ajay will make the top 4, with Uche Orishe Ichakuri expected to complete the top 5. That's a bit on sports. Let's now return to Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Buddy. Thank you very much. And that ends the news tonight. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Elizabeth Omori, and Merry Christmas.